let's revise once again internal structure of the human heart. Human heart consists of 4 chambers, 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. 2 auricles are separated from each other by interauricular septum and 2 ventricles are separated from each other by interventricular septum. Auricles act as collecting chambers for the blood returning to the heart. They have thin wall as compared to the ventricles because auricles has to pump the blood to the ventricles which lie just below them. Right auricle, it is larger in size as compared to the left auricle. Right, next is ventricle. Ventricles act as distributing chambers for the blood reaching from the auricles. They have thicker wall as compared to the auricles because they have to pump the blood to the far off region. Now the left ventricle has thick wall as compared to the right ventricle wall because left auricle has to pump the blood to the farthest end of the body, whereas right ventricle, it has to pump the blood to the lungs which lie nearby. Now the ventricles, their wall has small muscular ridges, low muscular ridges known as columnae carneae and high large muscular elevation known as papillary muscle. Papillary muscles, they have on their free surface are attached white thread-like structures known as chordae tendineae, and on the other end these chordae tendineae, they are attached to the auriculoventricular valve. First of all about the right side of the heart. Right auricle, it receives deoxygenated blood from the whole body through 2 vena cava. From the upper region of the body and head, deoxygenated blood is carried by the superior vena cava, and from the lower body, deoxygenated blood is carried by the inferior vena cava. Both vena cava, they open into right auricle. Then in between the auricle and ventricle, aperture is present known as right auriculoventricular aperture, and this right auriculoventricular aperture is guarded by a valve known as right auriculoventricular valve or tricuspid valve. Commonly we will call it as tricuspid valve because it has 3 flaps. Now this tricuspid valve on the ventricular side, it is attached to the chordae tendineae. On the other end, chordae tendineae are attached to the papillary muscles. It is a one-way valve which allow only one side flow of blood from auricle to the ventricle. Now the ventricle, it sends the deoxygenated blood to the lungs for oxygenation with the help of a large blood vessel known as pulmonary aorta, which further bifurcate into the left pulmonary artery and right pulmonary artery, which enter into the respective sides of their lungs. At the base of the pulmonary artery, it has three semilunar muscular flaps known as the semilunar valve. Semilunar valve, it prevents the backflow of blood from the pulmonary artery into the ventricle. Next is the left side of the heart. Left auricle, it receives the oxygenated blood from the lungs with the help of 4 pulmonary veins. 2 left pulmonary vein and 2 right pulmonary vein. So pulmonary vein carry oxygenated blood from the lungs to the left auricle. From the left auricle, blood enter into the left ventricle through a left auriculoventricular aperture, and left auriculoventricular aperture, it is guarded by two muscular flap valve known as bicuspid valve or mitral valve. Now, bicuspid valve on the ventricle side, it is attached to chordae tendineae to papillary muscles, which prevent the backflow of blood from the ventricle into the auricle. Bicuspid valve, it is also a one-way valve which allow flow of blood only in one direction, from auricle into the ventricle. Now, left ventricle, it sends oxygenated blood to the whole body through a large blood vessel known as aorta, and at the base of the aorta, valve is present known as semilunar valve or aortic semilunar valve, and this semilunar valve has three half moon shaped flap. That's why it is known as semilunar valve. And function of semilunar valve, it prevent backflow of blood from the aorta into the ventricle. So four valves are present: tricuspid valve in the right auricle and right ventricle, bicuspid valve between left auricle and left ventricle, pulmonary semilunar valve between pulmonary artery and right ventricle, and aortic semilunar valve between aorta and left ventricle. With this, internal structure of the heart is complete. Heart wall, not in your syllabus, but I am telling you, heart wall or heart muscles, it consists of three layers: outer epicardium, middle myocardium, and innermost, that is known as the endocardium. With this, today's topics are